Let's get to the ongoing plans now to reopen parts of the New York State economy. Governor Cuomo says it can happen in stages. And this morning, he's asking for help from a new advisory panel. CBS News' John Diaz joins live from Madison Square Garden with more on this. John, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you too, Mary. And that panel is called the New York Forward Reopening Advisory Board, a long name there, but an important mission in helping to reopen New York State's economy. We are told this panel is made up of 100 notable business, community, and civic leaders from across the entire state, including the CEO here of Madison Square Garden, James Dolan, who also owns both the Rangers and the Knicks.
Governor Andrew Cuomo says New York will open on a regional basis. CDC guidelines state once a region has a 14-day decline in hospitalization, they may begin phased reopening. Businesses will reopen in phases. One is construction and manufacturing functions with low risk. Phase 2 would include more essential businesses with low risks of infection and so on, and each must present a plan to keep workers safe, utilizing social distancing. Each region must also have at least 30% of hospital beds and ICU beds available after elective surgeries resume.
Your healthcare system cannot go over 70% capacity.
Testing, tracing, and regional coordination must also be in place.
The current recommendation is you need at least 30 tracers per 100,000 people. So we have to have that in place.
Nassau County Executive Laura Curran says her area is almost there. Tuesday marked 13 straight days of declining hospitalizations.
That means we need one more day of declining hospitalizations to check that very important box for the CDC protocols for phase 1 of reopenings.
In Suffolk County,
we are getting closer to reaching that point in the CDC guidelines within the next week.
But there's more.
The second box that we've got to check is making sure that we have a downward trajectory of the number of people who are being tested positive. The third box to check for phase 1, according to CDC protocols, is ramped up testing.
Meantime, Nurses Union, National Nurses United, says calls to reopen the country are premature. It says, among other things, optimal PPE is needed for healthcare workers, including powered air purifying respirators, coveralls that incorporate head coverings and shoe coverings, and gloves. Otherwise, hospitals will continue to be places that spread infection.
Now, as you just heard from local leaders there has been promising milestones made when it comes to flattening the curve. But Governor Andrew Cuomo, though, still insisting and warning against a rush in reopening the state's economy. We're live this morning from Midtown Manhattan. John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
John, thank you.